Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Tennis Inside Out. Maybe for some of you, it's already been a long 5 weeks. I've been at Nadal Tennis Academy giving tennis lessons, and I didn't get a chance to meet Eala, but I did get to experience and hear a lot about her coach. John Bosch is an amazing trainer, and well, of course he is. Just look how well Eala has been playing over the last couple of weeks, over the last month. What is happening to this woman? It's absolutely exploding out there, and so impressive. The ladies are on court right now, just to let you know. Kinwen Zheng is feeding lobs for Eala, so she's at the net, just finished up her smashes. They're about to start the service warm-up. And my goodness, this is so exciting. I've been saying this for some time, that Eala has what it takes. There are some people, non-believers, who think that she's overrated. Just look at the run. I was just thinking now, I was there in Mallorca and just following her path through the grass court season. I managed, one of my last matches was against Vekic, HSBC champion, beating her in Berlin. And I got to go back. Where is this here? Here we go. What a run. What a run. Beating Vekic, first round Berlin. That was on grass. Rybakina, Svitolina, who Eala could possibly meet again in a couple of rounds. But she's got to get through this first round. Lost to Noskova in Berlin. Mertens had a fantastic run in Wimbledon again, beating Maya Joint, who beat Serena Williams, beat Iga Swiatek. How can we forget that in 2 sets? She is in perfect form. 28 in the world. It's a new high ranking for the young Filipino. And I think every countryman can be super, super proud of her achievements, how she's been doing. It seems like I'm pouring everything on Eala's side, and she definitely deserves it. But let's not forget, Kinwen Zheng is a former world number 4, has won 5 titles. She's right up there. I know she's going to have a blistering first serve. It's hard court. We're done with the grass court. This is going to be such an interesting matchup. When it comes to the WTA Tour, these two have never met in this situation. However, they did play 3 years ago in the Asian Challenge, and Kinwen Zheng did get the better of Eala in 3 sets, but that was 3 years ago. And I see that people are writing. I see Jory's in the chat, very happy. I've got a few butterflies in my stomach. It's been a while since I've done this, and yeah, it feels like I've got to get all my ducks in a row. So let's slowly get this started. Eala about to serve. Alex Eala getting the match started. Here we go. First serve slice down the middle of the court onto the backhand. They're in a thunderous backhand winner down the line. I thought it was a good forehand cross court from Eala. Good reactions from Zheng to control their backhand, steer it down the line, very close to the inner tram line. Number 15. Wow, first ace for Eala, 15 all. Another first serve onto the backhand. Double hand backhand return goes long under the watchful eye of Eala. 30-15. Kinwen Zheng's coach, Navarro, Now in the camera. Let first serve. Looked like Eala was trying to get that first serve into the body of Kinwen Chen on the forehand side. It makes sense. It's something I've been saying for such a long time. She doesn't have the pace, but the placement of that first serve is of utmost importance. If she can get it into the body. I mean, she already, a couple of points ago, hit the first ace of the match. That's pretty good. There we go. Great body serve. It's a short return. Eala's attacking. That was a bit slow. Great. Slow movement from Zheng. Beautiful forehand volley win across court from Eala, 40-15. Nice to see some familiar names. Ashley, Partridge. So I'm a little nervous being here. Not gonna lie. It's been a while. Been seeing thousands of tennis balls being hit. We'll get to all of that. That's a short return from Kinwen Chen. Bit of a sloppy, offensive forehand approach from Eala, trying to go cross court, hitting it in the net rather. Chika Onyurimba, hello. Wow, it's been a while since I've read out that name. Good evening, welcome back, Mike. Love the t-shirt. I thought it was appropriate for this moment. Let's put it up there for everyone to read. Back to the future. Don't be nervous. It's just us. Well, of course it is. Oh, what a pity. It's a double fault from Eala. You would think that from the advantage side, she would have a bit of an advantage, being left-handed. Already jammed Kinwen a few times now. Aced on that side, jammed her on the body. It was probably unnecessary. Beautiful ace down the middle of the court. How quick was that? Wow, advantage. Eala looks nervous. 2 aces in the opening game. Good slice side. What? Wow, make that a third. Woo! Hot stuff right now. Eala, one love. 4 minutes now. Tinned Chris, hello. Let's go back a little bit. Jory in the beginning. So happy that I'm back. I've practiced my Spanish being in Spain the last 5 weeks. Vamos! Good to be back, everyone. Ashley, missed you too. Oh, we got so much to talk about. When you have a little bit more of a break. Incredible, magnificent facilities. What an absolute life experience to have been there. Rafa Nadal Tennis Academy, and something I'm going to cherish definitely for the rest of my life. Here we go. Kinwen Chen. First serve into the body, but it's long. And as per usual, there we go. Eala inside the baseline. Ready to attack that second serve. We know how well she can do that. Backhand return, sent right to Kinwen. She mistimed it and hit her forehand long. Good aggressive backhand return, the Filipino. This in the first serve out wide, targeting the forehand side of Eala. Again, looking very offensive. And it's a double fault. Love 30. I am well. Zheng has a better backhand, says Ashley. Wow, Eala's definitely having a better serve right now if we want to compare just the opening points. I think that could have been an ace. I felt that Eala just nicked the ball, slightly wrong-footed. On the juice side, perhaps Eala was a little bit more on the right leg, anticipating the first serve to go out wide. Tried to change direction, go back to the middle of the court. Was unable to get there on time. Zheng misses the first serve again out wide. Easy pickup for the ball boy. That's a short second serve. And a late timed forehand by Qinwen Zheng. Not looking comfortable on the forehand side, to be honest. 2 break points. Yeah, just reading some messages here from Chica Onuremba. Rafa Nadal Academy expanding. Training centers, Rafa Nadal training centers, that's what they're called, being dispersed in many parts of the world, South America, Asia as well. Great second serve down the middle of the court. Very good reactive return, deep on the feet of Qinwen Zheng, and again a forehand unforced error. It's a break. To love. The 28th seed. It's a new high ranking for the Filipino. First serve onto the forehand. Looked like a bit of a mishit. I wonder if there's a bit of wind. There's a lot of swing. Oof, terrible forehand. Perhaps losing a bit of confidence now on that forehand side. Qinwen Zheng. Chico Neremba. Yeah, Jory, especially after 2 Sundays ago in Spain, won the World Cup. Congratulations, Spaniards in the chat. Oh, that's also something to talk about. I think it's just been, unfortunately, the World Cup now shrouded by these antics from the Argentinians. Another beautiful body serve. Just seeing these pattern plays being implemented by Eala from the advantage side again. Not much pace, but the accuracy, perfect. It's been what I've been talking about for so long. She had to use the serve more often. And that was a wayward forehand return. 30 love. Forehand slice. Nice deep. Qinwen's on the run. Whoa, what a forehand down the line. Again, putting pressure on the Chinese forehand. Can't get it over the net. There's a lot of power coming from Eala. We know how effective that forehand is. I've always thought that that double hand backhand's been very reliable, but she is definitely trying to aim everything at Qinwen's forehand side, breaking down that weapon. Heavy topspin forehand, return inside in, backing down the middle of the court. And why not? Eala's just trying to be a little bit braver with her backhand. 2 game points. Argentina got very angry and hit Spanish players. Yeah, despicable behavior, says Chico Nyeremba, especially after a big game like that. World Cup final. So sad. And we have Mr. Torres is in the chat. Go Zheng. I did see some support here from Rizal Francisco. Go, Alex. She's looking pretty good right now. It's got 1 more game point, 40-30. Oh, try to go big. Yeah, obviously just glancing over to the coach and reminding herself to calm down. 3 points in a row now for Zheng. Again, body serve, lots of swing with a slice. Forehand cross court from Zheng to Eala's backhand. She goes big. Trying to probably go too close to the lines right now, but if she's feeling confident, why not? Why not? She's had a good start. I'll just be unfortunate now if she gets broken. Needs to be smart now. The serve placement, is she going to go out wide or is she going to go into the body? Tries to go out wide. Can't get over the net. Oh, that's a weak double fault, really low over the net cord, and that's a back-to-back break. 2-1 for Eala. All right. Good first opening game. 3 aces. Eala, 3 aces she served. And yeah, can't be feeling the pressure right now, but it is still maybe perhaps part of a game. The inconsistency on the service side, relying too much on that second serve, not getting enough first serves in. I think if she could just get into the point, she can create more damage. Definitely. Look at that. Ozan Kabak is back in the chat. Welcome. And Mr. Torres, very, very nice to see you. Jory, thank you very much. My marketing agent. Subscribe, like. I am back. I'm a tennis coach. I commentate through the eyes of being a tennis coach. I look at technique. I look at tactics. I give my opinion. If I was the coach for the person who's trailing, who's the underdog, what would I do? What would I change? Yeah, that's what I do. If you enjoy that, if you have questions about tennis, you want to improve something, let me know. Maybe I can help you. I have in the past. Oh yes. Chika, great question. Chika Onyurimba. I tell you one thing, I was hoping, I saw some big names, I'll get into it. Beautiful forehand return winner from Alex Eala. Are there any upcoming prospects from the academy we should be aware of? There's one player in particular. What a gentleman, young man, 17 years old, Ziga Shesko, 4th in the world ATP, fourth in the world ITF. He won the doubles Wimbledon this year, junior boys doubles. And early on this year, he was the Australian Open singles champion. What a fantastic young man. Very polite, very focused, looked super athletic. Never got a chance to see him train, but could just see that he's an athlete, really. And yeah, I think he's going to go places. Liked his character as well. Kinwen trying to cause more damage with a forehand. Maybe Eala feeling a little bit because she was stretched on the forehand side. The longest rally, about 8 shots. Kinwen was a little bit braver with that forehand. Being love 30 down, probably thought she had to do a little bit more. Worked out, paid off. Forcing the error from Eala. 15-30 though. And an ace for Kinwen Chen. I look thin. What did oh my gosh, Jory. I actually think I've put on more weight, to be honest. Oh, it was remarkable. Fantastic cuisine. Oh, how much paella? How much paella did I eat there? So many different arrays of food. No, it was fantastic. I think the quality of food, I was really impressed. My favorite meals were vegetarian lasagna, um, and their roast potatoes were impeccable. Really enjoyed those aspects. So I've probably indulged a little bit. What a great second serve. Right in the body of Eala on the service line. Forehand winner inside out by Zheng. Nice little comeback here from being love 30 down. Zinger Sesko. Yeah. This is an odd game. Actually, curious. Aiden Mayo can hit both one-handers and two-handers, coach. Under pressure. And one-hand backhand lob from Zheng goes out. It's juice. A little bit of a shift in tactics right now. I feel like Eala's shifted from putting pressure on the forehand side of Zheng to the backhand. Got really close to the inner tram line there, but it forced Zheng to slide out with a back facing the court. One-hand backhand lob. Missed the baseline in favor of Eala. Retaking the ball toss now. Now that's a question. Ashley Partridge asking, will I go back to Spain then? First serve goes in onto the backhand. Return cross court. Eala's under pressure. Zheng lets the ball bounce. Beautiful length from Eala. Point's been neutralized. Forehand's cross court. Thundered backhand down the line. What a winner from Zheng. Inside out, more or less, from the middle of the court. Beautiful backhand. Advantage, Kim and Chen. To everyone out there, I'm not going to be going to Spain. Not going back to Spain right now. The Netherlands is my home. So I'm going to be here once again, commentating matches, answering your questions, keeping you guys entertained. Vamos! Inside out, back and return. Beautiful switch up from Kinwen Chen. She was struggling, play the forehand down the line, and then wrong-footed Eala. 2-all. Oh my gosh. I gotta look into this, Ashley. People, even in Spain, I met so many people, so many coaches, and they were recommending the same. I gotta look at some point. I gotta look into Discord, obviously, when I got a bit of time. Yeah, great first serve. Backhand, cross court, forcing the error. Kinwen Chen on the run can only hit her forehand high and long over the baseline. Afrikaans and Dutch mutually intelligible, coach? Yes. I think if both languages or native speakers had to speak their native tongue, Afrikaans speaking to Dutch and vice versa, they would understand one another. Wow, beautiful slice out wide, and it's another ace for Eala. Impressive. That's already 4 aces till now. I will keep that in mind, Ashley. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. It's very interesting. I've heard some very fascinating things about Discord. Second serve. Nice kick. Wow, lots of swing. Kinwen Chen got the frame. Let's hit backhand return. 40 love, 3 game points. Mike, what did you think of Alex's performance at SW19? I think I'm not quite sorry. I'm not quite understanding the abbreviation. Back in the middle court, Kinwen Chen goes inside out with a forehand, misses the line probably by a few centimeters. And it's 3-2. Eala holds her service game. 21 minutes gone by now. Very interesting. I mean, it was a fascinating time being in Rafa Nadal Academy. I learned so much. Maybe now is the right time to apologize to all my viewers out there and everybody who's been following me since the beginning of the year. That I didn't have an opportunity. It wasn't possible for me to go live, even to do videos. It's an incredible organization. There is just so much for the organizers to plan. Coaches coming from all over the world, from North America, South America, Asia, all over Europe, and these trainers obviously came in. Let me be honest, I mean, it's a bit of a competition, right? It's an opportunity for all trainers to showcase their stuff, and I did the best I could. They definitely want to be in contact with me, but to now, no, there's been no contract that's been slid underneath my nose. But anyway, put that aside. It's been a fantastic experience, absolutely world-class facilities. And I'm going to be putting up a post very soon. I've been wanting to get through it the last couple of days, but I've been really, really blessed to have my parents here with me, to be back home with my children and with my partner as well. And it's been a wonderful bonding time for me. So when I do get some time, I'm going to put up a post for you guys that you can vote. I saw some incredible sporting legends, coaching legends. Let's continue with this match, and I'll get more into that. Kinwen Chen, second serve. Side wide, great backhand return from Eala. Now putting pressure on the backhand side. That looked out, and it is love 15. Yeah, that's the point, and that's what happened with me. Chico Nyaremba. Yeah, Wimbledon. That was, I mean, fantastic. But okay, let me just get my thoughts here. Looking interesting right now. Yeah, Fils Hodar as well. I saw that match getting started before these ladies stepped on court, and first point was fantastic. Hodar thrashing his forehand winner down the line. But when Rafa Nadal calls, you jump. Exactly what we try to get all our students to do. Remarkable. It's still the facility is incredible. Wonderful place to have visited. Beautiful serve out wide. Nothing Eala could do. Incredible that she even got strings onto the ball. 30-15. I spoke to other coaches who were able to work directly with Eala's coach, Johan Bosch, and they were just really raised eyebrows, so impressed. The amount of respect without demanding it that he got from students was phenomenal as well. Second serve into the body, great double hand backhand return from Eala, plugging away on Zheng's backhand, double hand backhand in the net. 30 all. Coach, do you think either Hodar or Fils have a single slam in their respective careers? If so, which surfaces? Wow, very cool question. My goodness. I mean, just going back to Fils beating Rublev in Barcelona. I'm tending towards, if there's ever an opportunity, Khadar to win on clay, but I mean, can he stop Sinner? Can he stop Alcaraz? What happens if he came across Zverev? Would he have a chance? Maybe down the line, half a decade time. I don't know. And then I think, like, in 5 years' time, how good is Alcaraz going to be? How good is Sinner going to be? He should be peaking at 28, 29. Very interesting. Fils, I've seen him play on hard. I remember in the beginning of the year, he was in Montpellier and strikes the ball so well. Beautiful second return winner, forehand down the line by Alex Eala. Aim for the jugular right now. Go big or go home. That's been her strength for so long. Something can really admire. Another great serve out wide. Playing to her strengths. Qinwen Chen being right-handed. Very aggressive, powerful serve. Eala one hand just trying to get anything on that ball. Yeah, but Fils also won in Barcelona. I mean, he played so well on clay. The thing with Grand Slams, I always think about the five-setter situation. It's okay, winning Barcelona, winning Masters in 3 sets if you're in a final. It's not the same as winning 5 sets like what Zverev did against Kobeli. Great return, cross-court pushing, Qinwen back. Now it's a short forehand inside out. Oh, very difficult for Qinwen to get any feeling on that rally. Short rally in favor of Alex Eala. Do you think my decision to expand to Asia is because of the rise of Eala, or was it in the works for a while? Oh, those training centers, Rafa Nadal training centers. I mean, I think Eala helps. I think, cramp. Let me just put my leg up. Perfect. I think it was probably always in the works. And he's got training centers in Mexico. There's America as well. There are so many programs that Rafa Nadal Tennis Academy or Rafa Nadal Academy is involved in. I was just one of them. I was in one of them, the summer camps, and it's massive and it's expanding. And I particularly, going there with my 24 years of coaching experience, I fell in love with the methodologies. I think it was fantastic. Great second serve from Zheng. This time, really getting it into the belly button of Alex Eala. And backhand return in the net. So, Jory, Mike, what's your feeling on Sinner and Novak withdrawing from Cincinnati? What's my feeling? What am I feeling? I envy these guys. They've had a good career. I mean, I can understand maybe Novak a little bit because he's 39 years young, and maybe he wants to save his energy again for that US Open at the end of September. So just hitting it down the middle of the court. Eala guessing the wrong way. Well executed forehand cross court, but it was far too easy once Eala went the wrong way. Love 15. For Sinner, that's a little bit strange. It's a little bit strange. I mean, what's it, a 1 week tournament? Wait, is that a Masters? Cincinnati? I think it's a Masters. So, okay, 1.5 weeks. Side wide, open stance, double and backhand return. Heavy topspin from Zheng. She's doing most of the running right now. Back to the forehand side. Got to find a little more depth, to be honest. There we go. There's the backhand. And the lob from Eala goes out. being on the chase. I think Zheng just admitted, realizing, okay, in this moment, I just got to defend, just got to get it back. Yeah, I probably could put a little more pressure at some point, maybe mixed it up. It was 4 shots in a row, forehand, backhand, forehand, backhand, maybe a little too predictable, got into the rhythm, Zheng, and then really pulled the trigger at the right time. She does have a good backhand. Even Ashley Partridge said that early on, and not going to lie about that, pretty sure. Love 30. I haven't seen any drop shots till now. Could be interesting time, but too much of a pressure moment to be doing that now from Eala. I know how much, geez, that worked so well for her on grass. Wow, what a return. It felt like Zheng got there too late, to be very honest. She's in a very, very good position right now. 3 break points. Just jabbed at that return. Great footwork, using the momentum and the power from her legs to get into that second return. Second serve slice, very short, easy for Zheng to hit that inside forehand return. Forehand cross-court went long. Big 3 in academies right now seem to be Rafa Nadal, Muratoglu, and IMG. So many pros coming out of those 3. My last day, I was getting ready to leave, had to go through all the duties, returning keys, and all those aspects. And center court, Rafa Nadal Academy, I saw Jean Menard rallying, and yeah, fantastic player. 42 ranked in the world right now, but moving around the court, hard court. Pretty much looked exactly the same as this one I'm watching right now, Washington D.C. Very aggressive play from Eala. Was probably a smart second serve, but she went big with a forehand onto the backhand side of Zheng, causing troubles there. Well, I always believe if my opponent can win 3 points in a row, why can't I? Eala has to be very smart about this next serve. She needs to get the first serve in. Clips the top of the net and goes out, bounces in the tram lines. It's going to be a bit of pressure now, but Kinwen Sen, just watching where she's standing, probably a good meter, half a meter behind the baseline. And it's a double fault. No ways. Shame. So, an important break for Kinwen Chen at this moment in the match. Second time now it's happened to Eala. She was broken once before, also ended with a double fault. So something psychological that's creeping in there right now. How much would it cost to put someone through Rafa Nadal Academy, Mike? I'll ask you, then ChatGPT. Wow. Well, considering all the programs, look, I mean, depending how old your child is, it's a heck of a lot of money. If your child has any bit of talent, I think it's a fantastic place for that person to mingle and get into that mindset of being professional. There are a handful of top ITF juniors that are schooling there through an American educational system and playing tennis every single day. I don't know the exact amount of hours. I do know that there are certain time slots when professionals, according to the ages, it's so professional. Everything is really, it's written right to the full stop. Even my program, we knew as coaches, we went in even before. I'm not going to go through the whole spiel of what I had to do, but it was so in depth. Organization. There are policies to executing exercises. Yeah, I've got so many things I want to tell you guys about, which was absolutely fabulous to have experienced. I just wish I got to see Eala. I thought at some point, like, come on, just fly back, play on center court, come back to Monaco. That looked like a double fault from Kinwin Sen. 15. So Ozan Kabak, why do you think Eala? I got to remember how. Let me put this message up for you. Why do you think Eala struggles to generate pace on that serve? Is it technique? Hmm. I mean, sometimes I feel like it's a lack of technique. I have my feeling. I think she could be using more of the arch, where she comes in more with the hip. Um, how much more power that's going to give her? Not too exact on it. I mean, most power I know comes from pronation. It's that relaxed arm movement. It's there are chain movements that if you get it right, you just and you get the timing right, you can get immense power. Wow, great second serve, completely jammed on the forehand side. Eala is definitely risking it. She's not going to change her game. That's her strength, to stand inside the baseline and take those second serves. But maybe Zheng's starting to get a bit of a feel now of where Eala's standing. Maybe I don't think it's right for Eala to go too defensive, because if she backs off, Zheng's going to feel she can really climb into this match and own it. Um, I'm thinking about the technique. I need to look into it again. That was not a good ball toss. I saw straight away. Too far to the right, Kinwin Sen. Missing the first serve out wide. Looks like a slice serve onto the backhand. Very good return from Eala. Looked slightly off balance, dealt with it well. Eala changing direction. She was on the backhand side. Forehand again. So the forehand's a little bit inconsistent. Zheng plays well, and then she's mishitting. These are unforced errors. Mishitting those forehands. Yeah, I still got that in my head about that Eala serve, because it's obvious that she doesn't have enough power. It doesn't seem to be the main priority of a game. What a great first serve down the middle of the court. Even though Eala guessed right, it was just too quick. Almost looked like Eala was just preventing the ball from hitting the back wall. Four aces, Chica. That's what I've been counting. Oh, they look like an ace out wide, but it's been called out. Second serve, Eala creeping forward. Risk it for a biscuit? A very expensive biscuit. There's that kick serve. Beautiful toss. Great thunderous forehand return. Everything drilled down the middle of the court right now, both players. Starting to find a little bit more rhythm. And blasted backhand right down the middle of the court, pushing Zheng back forehand into the tram lines. It's juice. Is it technique? Is it a matter of not engaging her core and kinetic chain? I didn't even read the rest of your message, and that's what I think. There are, I think, maybe technical aspects that she could work on. On top of that, she probably needs to go to the gym. She needs to. Wow, beautiful ace down the middle of the court from Zheng. And here's someone 130 miles per hour who can really generate a lot of power. Fantastic first serve, and once it gets started, it can be very difficult to stop, even with the likes of Eala taking on that serve, being the returner. It's going to be very interesting now. What are the chances Zheng's going to wrap up this game on this point? Well, if she's going to miss a first serve like that in the net, maybe chances are starting to slide away. She's going to have to be very smart about the second serve now. It must go into the body. There we go. Eala a bit short with the return. Good. Tops and four on cross court. Oh, I think Zheng was in two minds about that call. Back to juice. It looked like she almost hesitated. Double hand backhand cross court, was very close to the line, probably waiting for Hawkeye to shot out and then play the shot into the net. Lucky break for Alex Eala. She's at 3 already. I mean, birthdays are similar in height. Yeah. Zheng hits a serve at least 20 miles per hour. And another advantage now for Kinwen Chen. Kinetic energy. Is there enough from the legs? Could be the ball toss as well. Sometimes it's not easy to judge. Although, okay, I'm gonna the next game I'm gonna look at Eala really. Something I probably haven't looked at before, to be honest, is that if the ball toss is just directly above her head, she's got no power going forward. So yes, she might be going upwards because she needs the height, exploding up to the ball, needs it to go over the net. But if she's also not going forward, then she's not getting enough power. Something I haven't actually looked at before. Kick down the middle. Kinwen has been sent back. It was a good backhand return. Went too big, Eala. And it's a game 5-3. Kinwen Chen. That's it saying got the advantage. I mean, they've played once before. It was an Asians Championship. What was it called? It hasn't been recognized by WTA. I had a look at that earlier. Where is this? I'm just having a look. The Asian Games. So it's probably like a side tournament, probably just for players in Asia. Maybe at the time, Eala was a 4th seed. Zheng was a number 1 seed. That was 3 years ago. Height, reach, yeah. Wow, inside out backhand return winner from Kinwen Chen. I just gave a little bit too much space. I think Eala slicing down the middle of the court wasn't close enough to the center line. 15. Again, trying to target the body. Right in the middle of the block, but behind the service line. I think Zheng should probably be a little bit eager now to put pressure on. Eala 3-5. Wow, great double hand backhand. Eala approaching down the line, beautifully placed right in the corner. Almost actually just steered it, trying to control it. It made sense. The ball was very low. Nice tops and wrong footing, Zheng. A lot of wrist action. More arm, to be honest, now that I see slow motion. Okay, let's have a look at the serve. Where is Eala moving? Where does she end up? She's basically jumping on the baseline, so she's not getting enough movement forward. Not using enough body power. Yes, of course, you have to go up. You need to jump up into the ball to the highest point possible. It makes life easy for the server. At the same time, to move forward, there's always a pro and con to every situation. If she lands on the baseline, as I see, good serve out wide. First serve, lots of swing. Eala rewarded where the return goes out. But if she lands on the baseline, she doesn't have to backtrack too much, just in case the return comes right back on her feet. Whereas players like Zheng, I see that she's like probably a good 20 centimeters inside the court. Yeah, it contributes to getting that extra power one needs. Missing that first serve. Does anyone know if Goff is in the draw here in DC? I don't think she is. Svitolina's 2nd seed, big 4-1 cross court. Eala realizing the situation, defending now. Guesses the right way, 4-1 cross court. Backhand down the line from Zheng, misses the line. And there's Eala. What is she saying? Vamos? Perhaps. 5-4. So the first seed is Pegula, second seed is Svitolina. The winner out of this match is going to play last year's champion Fernandez. It's looking pretty good right now. And if I'm guessing the winner out of that match, whoever's going to win here is going to play Fernandez, and the winner of that match is then going to play Svitolina. My goodness. If Eala finds herself that far in this tournament, Svitolina is going to be wanting her revenge. Most definitely. So who else did I see at Rafa Nadal Academy? Well, of course, I didn't get to meet him, but I saw the man himself, Rafa Nadal. And what a moment is just etched into my memory. Driving away in one of his sports vehicles, in his sports cars. And he was, my goodness, wasn't touching distance away from me, but felt close enough for him perhaps to be the first to wave. Maybe I was just dumbstruck in that moment, caught by surprise, and and he was polite enough to wave to me first, and that's Rafa Nadal. So a lovely little memory that I can cherish. Other trainers were fortunate enough to actually get selfies with the man himself. But amazing, on the last day I was fortunate enough as well to go through the newly opened museum, Rafa Nadal Museum, which to me in the end was just a beautiful memory of tennis in general. But the clay court king himself, 66 clay court titles, the most ever, incredible records, and it was amazing. I spent so much time there, but touched on many other players as well. It was fantastic. What a start. Ace out wide for Qinwen Zheng. Yeah, that is was fantastic. Feeling so privileged to have met the man. Other trainers were lucky enough to see him training as well, being in the gym. Beautiful first serve down the middle of the court. Double and backhand, return in the net. Keeping closer to the end of this set. Can Alex Eala turn it around at some point? Qinwen Zheng has just kind of grown into this match, especially on her service game. Great first serve. That's 3 first serves in a row now, but pushed back. Something about that timing is inconsistent, but cool as a cucumber right now. No expressions. No evidence of disliking what just happened. Coach, do you agree with Rafa's statement in his Netflix documentary that it'll be harder to win 14 Roland Garros titles than 24 Grand Slam titles? Wow, what an ace down the middle. Qinwen Zheng setting herself up for set point. Oh. 14 Roland Garros titles. I think I have to agree with him, to be very honest. Looking again for that ace out wide. She's already hit 2 in this game alone. I think it will be very difficult. I mean, he almost, what did he have, a 20-year career? Playing career? 21 years? And that's it. The first set, Eala misses a 4-1 cross court, 6-4 in favor of Qinwen Zheng. At 24 Grand Slams. If you got someone like a hard court specialist, Yannick Sinner, he could definitely go on to win. There's 2 hard court Grand Slams in the year. He goes on to win 6 each in his career. That's already 12. Roland Garros. Could he win one or two? Let's just say two. That's 14. Then you got Wimbledon. It seems to be a very, very likable surface for him. 22. Maybe he could even get to anything. He's on 20. I mean, it's doable. But 24 on its own is already monumental. I mean, Federer got 20, Rafa 22. We know Djokovic is on 24. That elusive 25 is just dangling in front of his face like a carrot in front of a donkey. I mean, it's so close for him. So close this year, Australian Open. He probably blew his chances in Roland Garros. I mean, he's had a pretty much all-round career. More hard court success, grass as well. So I kind of see Sinner going that way and they have a little bit more luck in winning, perhaps. Hard on the body, tough on the knees. But clay on its own is just... It was fascinating, spending so much time with trainers. We had our own dormitories where we would commune and spend hours. Well, first of all, because it was just an amazing time to be there during the World Cup. Being in Spain, witnessing Spain win the World Cup was definitely something. But when we had the opportunity, and it wasn't all about football, and we spoke about tennis, for all the players, clay court is the toughest. I like it because it's so tough and so demanding. I think 24 it's tough. It's definitely not impossible, but it's definitely possible. All right. Let's get that second set started. Good deep backhand. It's interesting. It just kind of came to my mind now that so often Eala, when she goes hard down the middle of the court, either on the forehand or backhand side, Zheng is caught by surprise. And down the line, a little bit short. Kinwin was able to get to that ball. Both players hitting a bit short. Eventually, Kinwin sent double hand backhand in the net, attempting to go cross court, exciting the Filipino fans. I still think out of all the fans out there, probably the happiest. Such amazing people. Weak first serve. Can't see the speed. It's a little bit, speedometer is a little bit too small, illegible for me to read. Wow, going on to the forehand. Wow, monstrous forehand return. Kinwin, after blasting that forehand return, really went for the backhand winner down the line. Double hand backhand. That second serve wasn't great. Trying to go out wide, just popped it up. Far too easy for Kinwin then to just load so much power with a forehand. And then Eala was on the back foot. Yeah, I mean, Federer only won French Open. Won it once. And the other 19 came from the other 3 Grand Slams. We know how successful he was rather in Wimbledon. Eala's been really pushed back, guessed the right way. Just couldn't control the forehand. 30-all. Little comeback here in this opening game of the second set. Pete Sampras, as great as he was with 14 Grand Slams, never did lift the Cobra Musketeers. Yeah. That elusive clay court. And that was monumental. When he got to 14, in the men's game, open era, that was unheard of, unfathomable. Second serve. It's better be a good serve now for Alex. What a drilled backhand return from Zheng is really, wow, playing with fire, but Eala just a little bit smarter, tennis IQ, using the power, guiding that backhand down the line for a winner. Looks like she's really under a lot of stress. Eala can see in her face, but maybe it's not stress, maybe it's just the fight and the will to win. Slice out wide. Short return in the middle of the court. Eala probably could have did a little bit more with that forehand. Oh, lucky for Eala. Zheng going for the big backhand down the line, finding the net instead. I've won. Did Andre Agassi ever win the French Open? Yeah, I think he won it twice. Yes, Andre did win all four. I think he won the French Open. I think he won it twice. Someone double check that. And I was so fortunate. I was fortunate enough to meet, sorry, not to meet, but to see the man himself, Roger Federer, in the flesh, looking onto my court. Um, that was a moment. That was a moment as well. Again, I could put myself there right now. Unbelievable. If you haven't seen it already, he did 2-3 weeks ago. He was, oh no, I think it was last week. There was a YouTube short that came out with Federer visiting museum, Finadal Museum, and it happened to be at that time that I was graced with his presence. I wasn't alone. There's a group of trainers, so many kids as well on court, and my heart skips a beat even now when I think about it. Enormous man, enormous. He was surrounded by other people. What a inside in backhand return from Eala. Kim and Jen scrambling to the forehand side, couldn't get it in. Yeah, that was something. But just the stature, like his status as well. I don't know if it just made him look bigger, but it just felt like such a big man, always smiling, always laughing, and why not? I mean, he's had a fantastic career, fantastic human being. So back to this match. Wow, ace down the middle of the court, through the center, misses Fanta. 30-15. I was shocked when Roger left Nike for Uniqlo. And Ruffin even Nike for Lacoste. Could have happened. (30-15). Second serve, double hand backhand return, hard into the forehand of Kim Rin-sen. Tried to change direction. There was a great backhand cross court from Zheng, probably hitting the baseline and leaning on the back foot, very defensive. Eala tried to steer the forehand down the line, get it away from that backhand, but couldn't get it over the net. 2 game points. Now understand why Federer was so emotional after winning the French Open, because his hero Sampras never won it. What a return. Very late again. Yeah, Eala probably needs to play flatter. Not these heavy topspin balls. And it's always important to adapt and to change with every new shot, be more in the moment. But it definitely seems more effective when Eala is playing more aggressive. Have to pick the right shot at the right time as well. It looked like a let. First serve. Trying to go big with the first serve down the middle of the court. Couldn't find any line. Second serve. Kick a little bit short. Eala standing further back on the return. Changing the tactics slightly. Start of this second set. Would it have been a good idea to have already retreated once she lost that seventh game in the first set? It was 3-all, got broken 4-3. Maybe she should have already then taken the chances, find more consistency with the return. Oh, beautiful ace. Down the middle of the court once again. Looking very, very strong on that juice side. It's almost like picking apples from a tree. Zheng can go out wide to the inner tram line, down the center of the court. A few aces coming out from that side. How many slams did Federer win before French Open in 2009? 2021. When did he win his first Grand Slam? Was that 2001? I feel like it was 2001. Approach shot. Eala guesses the right way. Beautiful passing shot. Forehand cross court. Back to juice. It's been a few times already that Eala's guessed the right way. The ball's coming onto her forehand, for example, and then just like she couldn't control her emotions, almost like she won the jackpot. Like, wow, yeah, I guessed the right way, and then fluffed the forehand. But on that shot, she looked super composed, knew what she had to do. Zheng was probably not in the right place to get that first volley. A little bit late to the service line, and enough angle for Eala to play that passing shot. Second serve onto the backhand, double backhand cross court return. Inside in now. Zheng trying to go big with the backhand cross court. And Eala's staring at the court because I actually thought that was a little bit out as well. But the point's been awarded to Zheng. Yeah, Kinwen has a nice serve motion and delivery. You know, just if you want to go back to that technique, she really gets into the court nicely. Really jumps into the court. Beautiful ace out wide. It's 1-1. So cool to be back. Unbelievable. It's weird. It's like a flash in the pan, and I'm here with you guys again. Amazing. It was like a dream. So I've already gone past the hour mark. Oof, that was a bit of a weak serve. Retaking the ball toss. There she stepped more into the court. Oh, went big with the backhand. Her return wasn't too bad, probably a little bit short, but it did allow Eala to just shift her body weight, get into position on the right side, and step into the ball. Probably, yeah, because the return was a bit short, went for that backhand. Gonna have to rely again on that second serve. Oh, it's a double fault. Pity. Yeah. I wonder, man. I mean, this is the first time as well, as most of you know. I started my channel beginning of this year in January, and I've watched so much tennis that in the past I wouldn't have. Being a fan of Roger Federer, you know, I used to, back in the day, I used to just watch him. Whenever he played, I wanted to watch his matches. And now having my channel, I've been exposed to so many different types of tennis styles and seeing the likes of these players. And when I see Eala, something is starting to stand out for me. I think she struggles a little bit on the hard court. And she's done all right on clay. I feel like it's taken her some time to adjust to get into clay court season. Still remember in Stuttgart that she wasn't even sliding. I found that remarkable. Forehand unforced error by Kinwen Chen, giving a little bit of a lifeline now for Eala. And now just something is starting to build up again. Whereas when I got to see her play Vekic in Berlin, it just felt that like her style of tennis and the surface just meet so well together. Maybe all the slices, especially the serve, the grass was just allowing her to, was just really, how do I say it, like allowing her balls to slide, especially those slice serves. Good second serve into the body, Kinwen Chen, returning her forehand cross court out. Maybe a little comeback here. I'm just going through matches. Yeah, back in Miami, losing to Mukhova. I mean that wasn't great. I mean she's had other good matches, beat Lynette, I think in the same tournament the round before. I didn't catch her in Brisbane or the early tournaments in the year. But I think those second serves, when they get too bouncy, it just allows the returner to deal with it quite easy. But that's unforced errors, allowing Eala to come back. 3 break points saved. Good timing. Maybe I'm going to be eating my words soon. Maybe she's going to turn it up, take hold of this game. One thing's for certain, Eala really needs a high percentage of first serves. She's going to make a big impact on this match. And just, first of all, the set. There we go. Forehand cross court now. Kinwen's backhand cross court. Sent onto the forehand side. Oh! Outside of the inner tram line. Backhand, double hand backhand winner down the line from Eala. That's 4 points in a row right now. Yeah, I mean, just such big wins. And then to have beaten Rybakina, Svitolina, it was like, wow. I was in Spain, like, what am I missing? This is remarkable. Wow, massive forehand now from Eala. Feels like a boxing ring. She's just sending Kinwen all over the place. Holds her service game 2-1 for the Filipino. Just the same way, I have to think now, talking about Eala, that her style of tennis, I think as well that her height, if she's hitting the flat ball, never mind the slice, the balls are going to stay low. So players like Rybakina would have just struggled. Vekic also rather tall, just struggled with Eala's game. And then I think about someone like Chwalinska, made it to Roland Garros final. Just such a determined player. Consistent, so consistent, defensively probably annoying to her opponents, getting every ball back, and at the right moment, yeah, she played clutch tennis. So yeah, there's still room for improvement, definitely in Eala's game. But I'm just so impressed. I'm so impressed that she's gotten this far. She needs to keep it going. She's in a fantastic position now, 28th in the world. She's got a ranking spot right now in a Grand Slam. Is she going to get a qualifier? Is she going to get a lucky loser in the first round of the US Open? You know, that only time will tell. But she's setting herself up nicely. One can also say that these type of tournaments are warm-ups for the Grand Slams. Maybe still going to see the best of her coming out, but that's also for every player, to be very honest. Ones with the big serves, probably Sabalenka, Rybakina, they might be breathing out a sigh of relief. Finally, can be back on this type of surface. It helps. It helps the big servers, especially in the women's game. There's a bit of a breeze on court. I wonder how much of that is affecting the women. Stunning for one winner down the line, but it was all set up from that serve out wide. Eala guessed correctly, just not enough depth. Too short, bouncing too high as well. Yeah, I think did win 125 challenge on grass in Birmingham before Wimbledon. That's correct. Second serve coming up. Where can we find video from this game? Bloom Christie. Depends what country. Oh, what find a video from this game? Well, depending what country you're in, you can find the right channel. There'll be an allocated channel for the country you're in. But if not, hang around here, get involved in the chat. Again, another wayward forehand by Zheng. Sometimes she just hits it late. Eala does have a very flat backhand. Maybe just surprising. Zheng might be a quick surface, but I think Eala's been enjoying the type of power that's coming her way. Oh, great first return. A little bit short, but the court's opened up. Went for the winner down the line. Beautiful on the run. Forehand by Alexandra Eala. A lot of people in the stands happy with that winner. Again, just more and more reading Qinwen Zheng like a book and getting more composed before striking the ball. Another winner for Eala. First serve down the middle of the court in the net instead. Wow, that's an aggressive return. She has to backtrack. Wow, that must have put Zheng off. 15-40, 2 break points. My goodness, she was in a 3/4 court, probably a good meter and a half inside, attacking the second serve. And maybe for a second, Eala thought, nah, that's not a good enough return. Went straight into retreat, but Zheng, almost like her feet were glued to the surface of the court. Couldn't get out of the position. Wasn't great footwork. Beautiful ace down the middle of the court. Yep, she did beat Kuna. That's your opponent's name. First serve is out. Second serve. Kick onto the backhand. Eala's in trouble. Guesses the wrong way this time. Double hand backhand win across court. Saving break point. Wow, again, like I said, from the Jew side, it's been so effective. That first serve, another ace out wide. Saving grace right now for Qinwen Zheng. Wow, thunderous serve out wide. I think Eala touched the ball, just nicked it slightly, but it wasn't going back over the net. 2-all. Yeah, it's interesting. Tough one, because before going into this game, I thought Qinwen Zheng, big serve, see how it goes. Didn't have probably the best start to the match, but she was up against probably one of the best returners right now. Definitely second serve returners. Super aggressive. Eala tries to go for an ace down the middle of the court, but it swings wide. Slow kick onto the forehand. Very brave from Eala. She's backtracking now. Oh, thunderous forehand winner. Just a little too short. Almost every shot in that rally. Just setting up for Qinwen. Yeah, too short. And then again, ball just bouncing past the service line, but in the middle of the court. And when she starts to get that topspin, it just pops up nice and easy for Qinwen to hit that ball flat. Good inside out forehand from Eala, backhand cross court. Forehand down the line from Qinwen. Forehand cross court goes out from Eala. It does feel like the wind might be causing problems as well. This is for both players on court. That's a great first serve. Double hand backhand return in the net. 15-30. Support for Alex Eala is out there. Another good first serve. Return was a bit short. They're in the juice side. Cross-court duel. Just couldn't get under the ball. Couldn't get low enough, to be honest, with the legs. Qinwen Zheng, forehand in the net. Been playing now for almost an hour and 20 minutes. Haven't seen many long rallies, to be honest. So both players will be feeling optimally fit, I would say. She lost 2 break points at Bloom Christie. Again on the defense. What a wayward backhand from Zheng. Hit that very late. Definitely inconsistent. Qinwen has spells of playing well. And I think when she's playing well, it's causing problems for Eala. When she's playing bad, there are gifts of points in favor of the Filipino. Shouldn't be a pressure moment right now. First serve in the net. Feels like she's taking a little more time, Eala, on the second serve. Sun is coming out. Changing the colors on the screen. That's a good second serve. Backhand cross-court return. Heavy forehand cross-court. Eala's on the defense. Drive volley down the middle of the court. Misses the baseline. And it's 3-2. Alex Eala. Bloom Christie, she lost 2 break points. That time it could have been different if she pulled through. Yeah, through that one. Ozan Kabak, both players are lettering the stat sheets with unforced errors. Yeah. Almost like they're playing for each other right now. I'll be back. Need some more water. Great to be back. Great to be back again. One thing I don't miss. Gosh, man, why am I getting these cramps? I was on court playing tennis today. That was with my children, so that wasn't that intense. But the one thing I don't miss, 96% humidity, 38 degrees. That island. It's a force to be reckoned with. And 40 days, I was there, 40 days. Didn't see a drop of rain. And apparently, the day after I left, it rained. Kinwen trying to draw that first serve once again down the middle of the court. Oh, good second serve. Slice into the body of Eala. Dealt with it well. Another forehand. Just try to practicing it because probably a little bit too wild. Eala. First serve in the net. Where's Eala gonna be standing now? Very defensive. That's probably the way she has to go. It was a good backhand return down the middle of the court. Now goes forehand cross court. Forehand down the line. Kinwen is being more defensive, playing everything down the middle of the court. Kinwen's turn now to change direction. Good backhand from Eala. That was some hard-hitting tennis. Eventually in the net by Eala. Oh my word. Looking for the ace out wide on the juice side. 30 love. Into the body. Had to shift her body weight, get her feet into the right position. That slice was coming right at her. Alex Eala. 40 love. Good first serve down the middle of the court. Defensive return played nice and deep, pushing Kinwen back. Points been neutralized. Forehand cross court looking a little more defensive now from Eala. Dealing with the onslaught. Shot after shot. Kinwen's been pushed back. Trying to look for the heavy tops and forehand cross court. Can't find the singles court. 40-15. I wonder if Eala's lost a bit of weight. Probably suit her a little bit in terms of mobility, speed, acceleration around the court. Good first serve. Return was short, inside forehand winner, almost Zabelenka-like, that point. And it's 3-all. Change of rackets in order. For now, only for Kinwin 10. Cameras on her. And now into the spectators. Lots of support by Filipinos. Looks like it at least. Needs a good service game now. That's a good first serve. What a backhand return, almost just using the power from Eala, blocking it back, double hand backhand on the feet of Eala. That was from Zheng. Good return. Yeah, I mean, Eala's not the only top returner on the tour. Another first serve. Great backhand return down the line. Eala's into defense. Then the backhand, one-hand backhand lob goes long. It was at this moment, already in the first set, that Zheng got the break that she needed, carried it through to the end. We see that scoreline 6-4. Is history going to repeat itself now in the second set? Time will tell. Slow first serve, just to get the point started. Oh, double hand backhand, goes long. I thought it wasn't a bad tactic to just get that first serve in. It was slow. Might have thrown Kinwen off a little bit. Lots of pressure now on Eala's second serve. Feels like she's just taking a little bit more time than usual. How's Zheng going to react to this? Oh, there's a lot of swing down the middle of the court. Backhand from Eala goes out in the tram lines. Gosh, what a unfortunately sloppy game, to be very honest. And I would say Kinwen is in the driving seat. Just growing in confidence behind her own serve. First or second, to be honest. Oh, and then she had a good start. I thought those first serves, those first couple of points, getting those first serves in was a great way to try to get hold of the point, get control of it. Kinwen was also returning really well, as I've already commentated on. Maybe try to go too big, where I've seen previous points, Eala has the ability to recognize in a certain situation, she has to defend. And she's been doing it really well. Maybe the pressure's getting to her. The seventh game of the second set. Feels like she has to do more, perhaps. Got herself into a bit of a pickle there now. And it'll be remarkable if Eala can break. Kinwen really dominating the right side of the court. Throwing Eala off on her return game. It has helped, to be very honest, it has helped Eala that she stepped back. I thought maybe she could have done that a little bit earlier. She was very aggressive in her first set, right to the end of the first set. Standing very close to the baseline on the first return, second return inside the baseline. She's changed those tactics, been far more defensive in the second set, which is, it's helped her. But she's definitely going to need more depth. Can't allow Zheng to get hold of her ground strokes, feeling a lot more consistent, more confident perhaps on those forehand and backhands. There's that first serve, but it's going to be a let. Just even looking at where that return landed, it was 3/4 court in the middle of the court, but Eala was nowhere to be seen, completely out of the screen. Is she going to do the same again? Yes, she is. Court's opened up. Inside out forehand. Eala gets there. Great forehand down the line, forcing Zheng to slice a forehand short. Inside out forehand winner from Eala. Beautiful play. And there we go. The Filipino fans on their feet. Oh, just looking at that again, remarkable. Beautiful play. She had to take herself out of that situation. A 15. What? Old veteran Adrian Manarino just straight setted. No! Learned Tien is lost in straight sets. To the Frenchman, there's that aggressive return again. Double and backhand in the net, love 30. That's incredible. Learned Tien, what's up with Americans today? It's watching the end of the match previous to this one, and Paul losing to Maishak. I hope I pronounced that right. Straight set, 7-5, 7-6. Now another American falls to a European. Oh, good forehand cross court, hitting the baseline. Inside out forehand now from Eala. Everything's going down the middle of the court. Eala controlling the point. What a forehand winner. Oh, there we go. Short from Kim Wen Tang. It didn't look very comfortable either from Eala hitting that forehand, but that's in the past. That point belongs to the Filipino. Wow, great reaction. Double and backhand return. And it's a break. Back-to-back breaks. Exactly what Eala needed. Well. I think the set's about to get more interesting now. Top tennis. High quality tennis. This time, all those shots that Eala was looking for landing. At the backhand cross court. Took one step to her right. And she's looking frustrated for the first time. Something I don't remember seeing disappointment in her face. As a negative emotion. Frustration. Not that often. Second serve. Slow slice onto the backhand, dealing with the pressure return. Wrong-footed, beautiful backhand cross-court from Zheng. Love 30. Good first serve. Cramming Zheng in the body, double and backhand return goes long behind the baseline, 15-30. I don't know if that lady's waving the Filipino flag for Eala to see, or she's just trying to cool down from the heat. Probably a bit of both, to be honest. Great first serve out wide. Not a bad double and backhand return deep. They're both hitting down the middle of the court. Zheng can't find the singles court, 30 all. Laban, Alex. A lot of support out there. I was just reading the signs they were holding up. That's a good one. Being South African, someone had to bring that one up. That would have been interesting to have been commentating tennis matches while the World Cup was going on. Don't know how focused I would have been. Oh, Qin Wen missing the baseline. Went big for her forehand down the line. Court definitely opened up. The opportunity was there. Just didn't take it, to be honest. I gotta watch my words now, to be honest. Now the first serve. Return goes long. There we go. That's what first serve high percentage can do. 5-4. So, Ozan Kabak asking me, what did I make of Bafana Bafana's performance at the Football World Cup being held in America? Oof, gotta be careful here. Let me see. I didn't feel there was any cohesion in the team. I felt that it felt like they were practicing simple passes, simple pattern plays, midfield to wingers moving forward. Just a lack of cohesion. Not a very well-oiled machine, to be honest. I thought there was a little bit of dirty play at times. South Africa were lucky at times to get away with yellow cards, even red cards, to be honest. And then sometimes I thought they were unlucky to get red cards and yellow cards. But I think that was just general as well throughout the tournament. I think a lot of supporters from many different countries would have felt the same. In general, was it a very successful Football World Cup? Let me know in the comments. You let me know. Look, I'm not only a tennis coach, I'm not only a tennis enthusiast. I love sport in general. I love all types of sports. I can play actually many types of sport. It's just, this is where my heart lies. This is where I like to spend my time, on the court, watching tennis, commentating on tennis matches. Let's continue. Qin Wen, can she take this further? Push, maybe even towards a tiebreak. First serve, another attempt, trying to go down the middle of the court, trying to get that ace. It's going to have to rely on the second serve now. Aggressive play, from Eala, a lot of heavy topspin this time from Zheng, trying to be more defensive. Eala hitting the unforced error. Oh, look who we have. Привет, Tatiana, davai. Tatiana's in the house. Let's go. Vamos. GHJF. Is this the future of tennis? Two stiff boards stumbling around the court. What a comment. That's a short ball. Oof, that was difficult. There's a lot of wind. The ball was swinging and Zheng just late with the footwork. Couldn't get in the right place. If you were to rank the top 5 sports in South Africa, how would they rank? Top 5 sports in what manner? I like this question. Already. As in performance, as in support, the number of people that play the support play and support the sport. I think even funding. I would have to go first is rugby. I think it's picking up even more steam. Double fault, Qin Wen. Whoa. Is it about to slip away from her? Camera zooms into the Filipino flag flying high, and there's definitely wind because we could see that flag nice and high on that flagpole. 15:30. Top 5 sports. Man, I'm even thinking like would tennis even be there? Maybe 5 or 6 to be honest. That's a short return, aggressive forehand approach, cross court, but was in the right place, off balance. Maybe quite smart. Something I was talking to about with trainers back in Spain. Why don't we see enough approaches down the middle of the court? Why do they always have to be cross court and down the line perfect? Maybe that just caught Eala by surprise, thinking that she needed to probably take a few more steps to her right. Found that she had to slam on the brakes, try to control that backhand. Great serve down the middle of the court is not that great. It missed the service line. Second serve. Yeah, just reading the message now from Azanka Bak. Would even tennis be in the top 5 in South Africa? Slice serve, short return. But that's just bad footwork from Kinwen. Starting to show disappointment. And look at what we have here. It's set point for Alex Eala. The fans standing up, holding their placards, their messages out to Eala. Laban, Laban, let's go. That looked like a let, first serve. Trying to put pressure on the backhand of Eala. She gets to retake it. I think. Here we go. Ooh, that's a bad first serve. Very low in the net. There we go. Didn't expect anything less. Eala, both feet inside the singles court, inside the baseline. That's a hard second serve. Dealt with it well though. Eala slicing a backhand cross court, a bit short. Defending with all her might. Good lob. Smash cross court from Kinwen. That's a weak drop shot. Backhand approach. Beautiful forehand volley winner. And it's one set all. Eala. There we go. The coach standing up. Shouting, Vamos. It's one set all. Well, what a moment. We're going to go to a third decider. Dennis Sunio. Go for the win, Alex. Yes, Laban. Alex, let's go. Wow, great fight. 6 aces in the second set for Kinwen. None for Eala. 1-4 for Eala, 1 for Kinwen. First serve percentage is very low for both ladies. 50 for Eala, 45 for Kinwen Zheng. Only 6 winners for Eala, 12 for Kinwen Zheng. Unforced errors very low. 10 from Eala, 18 from a lady from China. Chika Onyarimba, Laban, Alex Laban. So let's just go back, touch on my favorite country in the world, South Africa. Rugby has to be number 1. That's for certain. Rugby has to be number 1. Back-to-back world champions. Yeah. Wow. Next year, they're going to be once again defending their title. And who can stop them right now? Because it's probably the second sport I watched other than football. But my goodness, they are doing so well. The Springboks, they're doing well. The Baby Boks are championship winners again, back to back. The future of rugby in South Africa looks fantastic. Second, popularity, I would say football. I'd have to put football there. But quality, not there, unfortunately. Something needs to change. They need to remodel everything. It wasn't a great display. That opening game against Mexico, um, yeah, it just they stood out like a sore thumb. Yes, they managed to. Um, they managed to pull back, and obviously they got through the group stages. We know that, but they really had to at some time. I think it's part of the game as well to play a little bit dirty. They played rough. Something I saw with a lot of African teams. It felt like it was just uh, maybe something unanimous there with those teams from Africa, and it got them only so far. But there's definitely room for improvement. Now we get to I'm guessing third on the list has to be cricket. Um, they're always at the top. They're before every World Cup. I always hear it. Favorites, top of the ranking list. ODs, 50 overs. They're number one in the world, and they just cannot break that semi-final syndrome. It's just always been there. Um, almost like if you know anything about rugby, Ireland, they are just phenomenal before a World Cup starts, and they just seem to choke. They just seem to choke in those moments. Or I'll use the best example of all, and maybe this will put a smile on your face. I don't know. England in football, right? England, football's coming home. It's coming home. It's coming. Football's coming home. And you hear it, and I've been hearing it for 30 years, and they just cannot get through they can't get past the semi-finals, can't get to a final of a World Cup. What would happen if they got to the final? Spain would have won. I already called that one. Um, but yeah, so that's cricket. And then we get to the fourth. And then I think about the remaining sports. There's hockey. There's what else is there? Cycling, golf as well. Swimming, we've always been pretty good at. Um, I mean, does athletics count? Very good at track and field, especially 200, 400 meters. Excellent relay. South Africa is great, especially the women. I think recently I saw something dominating there in that aspect. Um, yeah, maybe hockey. Maybe have to go hockey. I'm trying to think now. Normally the team sports do very well. They're very popular. Um, so while I'm talking, it seems like Eala she's on court. Che umpire's got a walkie-talkie in her hand. Probably want to find out what has happened to Kenwen. Did she get lost? Got a very entertaining smile on her face right now. Would be okay. So Azan Kabak, nice one. Thanks. It's rugby, football, cricket, athletics, tennis. Okay, so you put athletics there, number 4. Um, yeah, you missed out hockey. Hockey's very popular, very good, men and women. I mean, we're not like the Dutch, I think they are fantastic. Didn't they get gold? They got gold medals in Olympic Games, men and women. We're fantastic at golf as well. I mean, South Africa is just littered with golf courses from north to south. Um, Tennis. I wonder, would tennis be 5? I mean, is tennis more popular? I think tennis would have definitely been even 4, 5, 20 or 30 years ago. 20, 30 years ago. The likes of Wayne Ferreira, Marcus Andruska, we had Amanda Kutzer as well, um, Kevin Anderson. Yeah, that probably just reinvigorated people's belief and spirit in the game of tennis. We've actually South Africa's always produced great players. Kevin Curran was one of them. If we go further back, but yeah, I wasn't fortunate enough to really grow up at that time. I think when Kevin Curran played, when he played Boris Becker, I mean, I was a little baby in Wimbledon. I was a little baby when Kevin Curran lost to Boris Becker in Wimbledon. Well, there we go. Kinwen is back on court. Eala is going to start the third set. What a player. Yeah, you just had to bring up like England and football. Yeah, man, I know. I know, I know, I know. Oh, great. Down in the knees. Had to deal with a thumping return from Kinwen. Again, beautiful backhand slice, short with angle. Open up the court. That's a beautiful backhand winner from Alex Eala. Wow, wow, wow. Look, guys, about England, let me just put it out there. You know I was born in England. So, in different sports, I support different countries. I I love Springboks. I've followed them my whole life. I was fortunate enough to grow up in South Africa at such turning points when we redeemed ourselves. We came out of apartheid, 1995. Nelson Mandela passing on the Webb Ellis Trophy to Francois Pienaar. Probably seen the movie as well. Oh, this has to be a winner. Beautifully disguised first drop shot winner of the match. Alex Eala using the forehand. 30 love. So, yeah, I mean, when it comes to rugby, it's just, love the Springboks, man. Oh. I was always asked, even in primary school, to play as a winger. I was very nippy, quite agile as well. Just was always very, very scary, very nerve-wracking. No, no, it's fine. You can have it. Not right now. Forehand cross-court goes out from Eala. Still good lead in opening game of the third set. 30-15. Amanda Kutzer, she was tiny but played her heart, and her racket was 2 inches longer than normal. Oh! Didn't know that. She was a fantastic. She was a South African golfer. Fantastic golfer, and then switched in her late teens to tennis, just like that. I think she was always playing tennis socially, must have. And wow, I mean, incredible. Some people are so talented. I mean, we know the story of Yannick Sinner. Tennis was third on his list. Can you believe that? Good serve from the advantage side, slicing to the body. Zheng was trying to be probably too aggressive on that return. Had to make a decision earlier, to be honest, not to be so aggressive. Try to neutralize that serve, get it in, build up the point. But that's in the past now. Slicing to the backhand. Big forehand cross court. Eala slicing a backhand deep. Good forehand down the line into defensive mode. It's done very well to push Kinwen back. It's a short forehand. Eala's getting hold of the point. It's a forehand down the line and misses the tram line. That little step from behind the baseline reminded me of Rafa Nadal. Who remembers when he finished his points? Always had to go to the middle of the court, look down at the center, and then move towards his bench. Maybe I'm just indoctrinated right now. Lucky me. Last week, I was also fortunate, if you're only tuning in now, haven't been for a while, doing live tennis. I've been coaching tennis at Rafa Nadal Academy in Manacor on the island of Mallorca. Last week, I was fortunate enough to get a selfie with the Roland Garros champion 2026, Alexander Zverev himself. That was amazing. I got to see him as well train on center court in the academy. Ferocious forehand, amount of tops when he gets into gets onto that ball. Yeah, I spent a lot of time every day. He was in the gym. Short ball, forehand down the line. Eala guesses the right way. Is the lob in? It's short. Oh, still alive. Forehand slice down. What a winner. There's been an apology by Eala. What happened there? I mean, it looked like Zheng could have got there, but she just gave up. I think she just gave up. Okay, she wasn't going to get there. No, that was a good winner, but very defensive. She's just not getting that first serve in. Eala, almost like a bull, a toro, the way she was getting her feet ready for the return. Wow, this is aggressive play from, corner to corner. First the approach shot onto Eala's double hand backhand, and then the volley right in the corner. She didn't have to thump it so hard. Did it anyway. My goodness, that was a bit too close for comfort. She would say she meant it. Missed the first serve down the middle of the court, and that's not close. Not even close compared to the aces that Kinwin Sen was serving early on in the match. Maybe losing a little bit of rhythm. Okay, just looking at the shadow she's casting on court, she's probably looking up into the sun. Has to alter the ball toss slightly. Good body serve. Has to deal with a thumping return. Eala on the service line. Beautiful forehand winner down the line. All started with a very aggressive double hand backhand return. There we go. Laban, Laban. Coach is probably shouting, Vamos. Vale, vale, vamos. Good first serve. Bit of a short return. Again, Eala guesses the right way. Gets it kind of stuck into the ball. Approaching the net. Double hand backhand volley. Winner cross court. And she's looking so composed. No celebrations right now. But there are 2 break points. Oh, and it wasn't a... it was a tough double. It was a tough half volley for Kinwin Sen to pick up. But in the end, it was a bit short. Eala quick to get to that ball. About to hit 2 hours. Wow, what a return cross court. Inside the baseline. Beautiful forehand cross court. Found a lot of angle. Again, 3/4 court. Stunning forehand winner down the line. Gets the break. My goodness. Bringing out the red, white, and blue. And a touch of yellow, because it looks like it's a sun on the flag. Wow, let's go, Alex. There's a placard being shown. Really, I mean, it looks like, I'm just looking at the stands right now, there is a lot of Filipino support. There are a lot of empty seats as well, but I can imagine it's loud. It's still loud there. Oh, great first serve. Probably Zheng could have done better with a return. Went too far out. Was hit on hope. There we go. The cameraman zooms into 2 hours now these ladies have been playing. Slice out wide. That was a fantastic return from Kinwin Sen, who's really gone up to 5th gear. Wrong footing, Eala. It's one thing that I still think she's struggling with. Most people do. Listen, it's not easy to be recovering and you've been pulled out the court and you're thinking, oh my gosh, the other side of the court's wide open and the ball's just going back to the same side and you want to stop and change direction. Tough. Very, very tough. That's a slow first serve, but the point started. Good depth from Eala. Feels like she's closer to the baseline. Backhand goes long from Qinwen Zheng. 30-15. Far more consistent. Far more consistent Eala has been in the last, in the last 4 or 5 games, to be honest. Nice turnaround in that second set where I was a little uncertain where this match was going to go. Stuck to her guns. Stayed on that front foot, been very aggressive, maybe backed off a few times, returning. But now she's just really getting into it, really in the flow. Second serve. Slicing to the floor and lots of swing. Finding good depth as well now. Keeping Qinwen back. Got a feeling we've got a long rally on our hands right now. Oh, hard hitting from Qinwen Zheng. Wow, zoned. Went right into the zone. Beautiful forehand down the line. I think any other professional tennis player inside the top 20 would have struggled to get the next shot back. Oof. Just right in the zone. Laban, emphasis is on la, then ban. Laban. Laban. Ah, okay. Let's get the hold. Thank you, Dennis Sunio. Laban. Laban. Hope I'm saying it right. Ooh, that looked out. Double hand backhand down the line. Game point for Eala. She needs one more to take a 3-love lead in this final set and book a spot in the second round. If you don't know by now, it's Leylah Fernandez who will probably have one eye on this match. I'm probably also trying to just relax. Good first serve. Double and backhand return goes long. It's 3-love to Eala. Is she running away with it right now? Certainly seems that way. Well. What is that? That's clearly 5 games in a row now. Eala's won. Very consistent. Very consistent. I was really questioning whether this is a good enough surface for Eala to play on and to succeed. It was evident that on grass, fantastic. I mean, I still go back to that match I watched against Vekic and then seeing the results against Rybakina, phenomenal. But watching Vekic, I kind of understood why she won Birmingham, the tournament before. The first round in Berlin, that was this match, and then Vekic was a HSBC champion, and Eala obviously the 125 champion, and Eala was just she played so well, couldn't miss, but she was playing with power, accuracy. I thought, okay, that I can see now how this game suits the surface. I'm starting to see something here now on hard court. She hasn't given up. She hasn't crumbled. She's had moments in the past. If I think back, I mentioned this earlier or another time before against Mukhova. Felt like she'd never really got into it back in Miami. She couldn't get herself into that match. But this one, just look at the scoreline. It's fantastic, and she's gotten better. She just needs to keep going. She just needs to keep going. Really, if I do the math, she's only 12 points away from booking a spot in the second round against Leylah Fernandez. Easier said than done, most definitely. But you got to take it point by point. And the same way, that's how Zheng is going to have to treat this moment. Here we go. First serve. Decides to go out wide. But it's let her down now in the last 5-6 games. Not getting enough first serves in. It's going to allow Eala to really jump on this opportunity. Yeah, and being very aggressive. Double fault. Yeah, so I think this is going one way right now. I'll put my money on Eala to finish it off. In total, both ladies share 8 double faults evenly, 4-4. Oh, okay. Well, that's an ace out wide. Or not? No? Oh, okay, so Eala must have just clipped the ball slightly. Laban. Laban, vamos! Guessed the wrong way. It was very short. Easy put away for Kinwen. 30-15. Chico Onyerimba just leaving a message there. Don't let her back in, Alex. She's got a comfortable lead now. Even if Kinwen wins her service game, Eala needs to focus on holding her service game, and she's done well now. For about a set, 5 or 6 games, she's been doing incredibly well. Whoa, what a return. That's like the saber from Federer. My goodness, that ball could have risen even higher. But Eala was just on top of that double hand backhand, inside in return. Zheng was still recovering from her service action. No way she was going to get to that. That was impressive. Oh, beautiful ace out wide. I think she just, took a bit of pace off. 100 miles per hour. Just to get the placement accuracy right instead of overpowering it. And just let the spin, let the swing do the rest. Great first serve down the tee. Lob goes up. Oh, hit the baseline. Smash from behind the court. Looked quite amateurish. And just gifted it once again Eala a lifeline. This has happened a few times in this match. Not necessarily in this way, but just squandered opportunities. That's just going to reinvigorate Eala and give her the confidence to continue pushing forward. Deuce. Looking once again for the ace out wide. Finds the net cord instead. Ball girl. Quickly now. Picking up the ball. Double fault. And it's a break point. Even though Kinwen has such a remarkable last year, it's had such a fantastic end of year seeding. Oh, was it this time last year? She was ranked number 4. Just feels now looking at her ranking 128. Oh, my goodness, she's just slipping. It's been unfortunate many times. I mean, I remember watching the game against Sabalenka, and it was wonderful tennis. It was against Sabalenka, and I think it was also on hard court. Can't remember the tournament exactly. Seconds return, double and backhand in the net. Eala takes a 4-love lead in this final set in the first round of the Washington D.C. Open. She's going to feel very comfortable now. Such a fighter. Very composed celebration. I wonder when she's doing this, is she saying Laban or is she saying Vamos? Maybe both. First serve clips the top of the net. Just thinking now, Kinwen has to try something different. It's basically been 6 games in a row that Alex Eala has dominated. Slow kick serve, inside in, backhand return winner. That will happen a few times. Needs another first serve. Actually, you went to sleep. Couldn't have been my South African accent. Ah, you're on night shifts. Okay, get it. Well, welcome back. Oh, shame. It felt like she really went for that second serve, but it's a double fault. Cyril Barrios, go, go, go. Alex, thank you for your message in the chat. She's doing well. She's doing well. 4-love lead. Not happy with the ball toss. Ella decides to let it bounce and retake it. Good body serve. Kinwen saw it early, made space to hit the forehand return. Finding better depth. And Eala trying to finish off the point in a very difficult situation. Probably wasn't the best shot to have played at that moment. This is a long match. Yeah, already 2 hours, over 2 hours. Are you back for good? Ashley's asking, am I back for good? Well, for now, rest assured, Ashley, I'm not going to be going back to Spain. 1540. Can return in the net. It was a good slice out wide. But if you didn't know and you're wondering, where's Michael? Where's he been? I was coaching for the last 5 weeks in Mallorca. I was at the Rafa Nadal Academy, taking part in summer camps, and was so fortunate meeting so many players, so many coaches. Another unforced error, hand back and return, or was that forced? Maybe forced. It was a good first serve. 30-40. But I tell you, one of the best moments, celeb moments I had, was meeting Tony Nadal. That was, what a funny guy. Great English as well. Wow. Thunderous backhand down the line. Eala just couldn't get that final point to take it to juice. But it's 4-1 to the Filipino. Still in the driving seat in this third set. That was amazing. Meeting Tony. And then there's another coach I met, who many might not know, but being at a seminar, fantastic coach brain. Joao Figueres, if that means anything to you, you'll know what I mean. Because the brains, the spine of Rafa Nadal Academy methodology, the essence of coaching, and obviously well into his senior years. Remarkable, the things I learned from him. So just so blessed. It was a fantastic experience I'll take with me. I can't stop thinking about the facilities. World class, fantastic. You really feel like you're in a special place, really. Not only bumping into celebrities everywhere, tennis celebrities. If you're only tuning in now, saw the likes of Jean Munar, saw Alexander Zverev. This was all just a few days ago before I came back to the Netherlands. Got to see Roger Federer, got to see Rafa Nadal as well, Tony Nadal, as I mentioned already. Spectacular experience. But for now, I'm back in the Netherlands. And this is where I'm going to be. That box doesn't look very stable. So they've got these loose type of boxes that hold the towels, the sweat towels. And one looks like it's going to fall over at some point. The leaning tower of sweat boxes. The leaning tower of the sweat box. Good serve down the middle of the court. Oh, great return. Hits the back of the baseline. They're in the rally. Qinwen looks like she's just placing the ground strokes. Backhand slice. Beautiful slice from Eala. Forehand cross court. Oh, she's on the run. The court's open up. Oh, what a magnificent point from both ladies. Ending off Zheng with a magnificent double hand backhand down the line. Even when Eala was under pressure, she was able to... Wow, that was terrific. To find angle wasn't good enough. But in the end, with a lovely, lovely point to have witnessed from both ladies. Ozan Kabak. That's an interesting one. Is there a Dutch football team that I support? I mean, I think if I had to be a typical foreigner, I'd probably go for Ajax. Probably because growing up in Cape Town, we also have a team, Ajax Cape Town. Oh, that was a weird bounce. Okay, it was out. I thought Eala missed the forehand, but it was actually Qinwen who hit her backhand out. It looked like a miss hit. So I think purely because Ajax Cape Town is sponsored by Ajax Amsterdam, I'm going to lean in that direction. I have a different experience when it comes to Germany. My favorite team is Greuther Fürth. But I think they're now in the third division. Unfortunately, they've been relegated. I wish them best of luck to come back up. They were in the Bundesliga when I was living in Germany. Double fault? It's just like every single game now. I was complimenting her so nicely, complimenting things, serve, getting a lot of first serves in. Even the second serves were really good. But now, in the last 1.5 sets, almost every service game is at least one double fault. 15-30. Can Eala capitalize on this? Oh, well, that's one way to neutralize the situation. Hit a double fault and straight after hit an ace. Through the center, Mrs. Venter from the advantage side. Greuther Fürth. Yeah, there we go. Eredivisie. Which I think now has crept into 5th position as being part of the top 5 strongest leagues in Europe. Another ace out wide for Zheng. Make that 2 in a row. Slow slice out wide. Eala, wow. Thought it was going to probably go down the middle of the court. 14 aces for Qinwen. And Eala still stranded on 4. Those were all probably in the first opening service games. 2 service games of the match. Wild forehand. She didn't... Maybe... Did she need to go so big? I'd love to see the replay. I was thinking that she was more in the 3/4 court. I mean, yeah, she could have gone for the winner. Maybe been more aggressive on the approach shot. It would have been a better decision, but it's always easy to say this once the point is done. Oh, smash into the ground. Oh my gosh. I think she almost hit herself. Qinwen Chen. It's breakpoint advantage to Eala. I only know them because their logo looks like St. Patrick's Day. Yes, it's the Kleeblatt, they say in German. The Glücksbringer, good luck charm. Four-leaf clover. Oh, good second serve. Alex dealt well. Whoa, what a stunning backhand as she shows her fist and bumps the heart. Wow, wow, wow. What a shot. 5-1. Really went big on that one. Serving for the match. I've really been cruising through this third set. But I must say, just everything came together. Been very consistent. Winners been spectacular. Can't wait to see the stats at the end of this one. And just to confirm it once again, yes, Alex Eala, if you're tuning in right now, is about to serve for the match and book a spot for herself in the second round, Washington D.C. Open, WTA 500. Oh, again, beautiful backhand down the line, just the way she hit a winner a second ago, or at least a few seconds ago, if I want to be precise. Wow, 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 the precision though, centimeters away from the baseline and the inner tram line. Oh, stunning. Trying to slide on a backhand side, one hand. Qinwen Zheng couldn't get there. Still remarkable. It's still incredible how they are able to slide on the hard court like that. Oh, short slice. I don't think Qinwen knew much about it. Took it late. Forehand down the line and the tram lines is out. 15 all. Oh, those are cool hats. Alex Eala. That's a slow first serve. Oh, this is going to be a winner. Oh, wow. Alex gets the right way. Just didn't do enough with it. Pushed it back over the net. Qinwen thumped a forehand return, a forehand volley cross court. Gosh, been reading Qinwen so well. I think at that point, Qinwen saying predicted that Eala was going to run into the open court and then hit the ball behind Eala. Didn't happen that way. 15-30. Slice out wide. It's a short return, bit of a mishit. Not the best approach, but the lob goes out. 30 all. Laban. Laban. Pronunciation is very important. Chica Nyirimba. Wow. Fought so well to get this far. 2 points away from a massive rivalry. Second round. Leylah Fernandez is waiting to play the win out of this match, and Eala is just moments away from sealing the deal. This is the first serve. Oh, very aggressive backhand return from Qinwen. She's inside the singles court, being pushed back now by power and good depth from Eala. That's a miss-hit forehand, and it's match point for Eala. Flags held high. Smiles on the faces of the Filipinos. Slice out wide. Court's opened up. Good cross court. Return. Forehand. Wildly hit out. Alex Eala is the winner. Fantastic play. And to be honest, looking at the third set, totally deserved to have won this match. 4-6, 6-4, 6-1. Eala is through to the next round. She will be playing Leylah Fernandez, and it's all smiles and chuckles right now as Eala approaches her coach and her team, and that looked like a clear vamos. There we go. Lots of appreciation and hugs now. Fantastic. Well. Fanta, I'm so impressed. Things are really building up for this young Filipino. It's the fight in her, the courage, determination. And I have to even eat my own words, because I was saying, is she early on, after losing the first set, is her game built for this type of, for the surface, for this type of tennis? She dug in deep, but it was a turning point midway in that second set where she found consistency, was really brave, came up with some magnificent points, made all the difference. I think Qin Wen was just tanking towards the end, just feeling that there's no ways that the door was going to open for her. That door was shutting very quickly. Artangalomana. Congratulations, Alex. Long live. Great message. Thank you for putting that out there. Artangelo. Thanks for the coverage, Mike. Great to see you back. Thanks, man. It's a bit nerve-wracking being here, to be honest. It's been very interesting. Where is this now? How can I... Gotta remember some things here. Yeah, that was fantastic. She's being interviewed right now. Alex Eala through to the second round. Oh, what a match that's gonna be. I have to go back to, was it in Stuttgart? Was it Stuttgart where Alex played Leylah? Was it on clay? Yeah, I think it was. Fantastic match between those two players. And I'm guessing these players are going to play, they're going to meet one another in 2 days' time. There we go, flags being held up high. But, wow, what a turnaround. What a turnaround. I really felt that Qin Wen San was in control, taking the first set, clearly was in control. Got the break at 3-all, went 4-3 up, 5-3, 5-4, then took the first set. They were unforced errors. It just felt like Eala was not comfortable. And that seemed to have filtered a little bit into the second set as well. And then really by the halfway in that second set, things started to change and turn around. Why was Qin Wen missing so many first serves? Did she feel that she needed to get closer to the lines, add more power perhaps? Because the first serve percentage dropped. That was just that was something that was quite evident. And then at the same time, Eala found more consistency and just played fantastic and grew with confidence. As you can see, really in the last 9 games, Eala won 8. Fantastic third set. It was all really wrapped up. Yeah, in the beginning of that third set. Where's the... Gosh, there we go. Let's see if this still works. Well, Alex Eala through to the next round. Wonderful play. Continue your journey, we pray. Lovely message. Gonyuremba out with the flags. Continue your journey. Lovely message. lots of prayers and positive messages going out. Beautiful, very beautiful. So, I'm back, guys. I'm back. And stay tuned because there's a lot of tennis coming your way. I think in 2 days, Alex is going to be playing Leylah Fernandez. And I'm going to be there like a bear. I'm looking forward to that game. There are other players as well that are in the main draw. Svitolina will be looking, possibly, I think she'll probably get to the 3rd round, so she'll be looking to play the winner out of Fernandez and Eala. But doesn't it just feel that Eala has what it takes? She's taken out some big names, man. Big names. One of them was Svitolina, I just mentioned. Rybakina, Świątek, Vekic. I thought that was massive after Vekic won the HSBC, and she played phenomenal tennis against Raducanu. So she's really going place and taking out former world number 4 Qinwen Zheng. Fantastic performance today. If you haven't yet subscribed, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, join the community, and we'll see each other more often. So we'll be seeing one another around very soon. Remember, look after yourself, look after the people around you, and we'll see each other at the next live. Take care, everyone. It's wonderful to be back.